Science is real, even for artists. It's really important that we understand how our materials work because it changes how we decide what materials to use, when to use those materials, or what we need to do in order to solve a problem in creating truly beautiful pieces. For one, let's begin. Science education is critical to being a great artist and helps you not feel bad when something goes wrong. It stops you from making that same mistake in the future, and you will select materials exactly right for the task you are trying to do. Let's take example the piece that I just had to destroy. I had the great idea to put wire underneath my structure. I was like, great, it will hold it up. It's going to work perfect. But I made it in a looping shape. These pieces were rounded. And then as the clay dries and contracts, it had no choice but to crack. If I had simply put straight pieces, I could have had some structure underneath. As it dried, it would have allowed some of that. Now, I would never want to sell an unstable piece. It will not produce a quality product that will bring a customer back over and over. So I was willing to accept that's okay. I need to let this piece go so that I can move on and move forward. At first I went, oh, that was quite a bit of time, but I said, it's okay. I used that time to make sure I really saw the orchid I was sculpting. Now, why is that clay shrinking? Well, there's water evaporating, and water is made of matter, and matter is just anything that has mass and takes up space. Well, that means that water was taking up space. When it leaves, the piece shrinks. If you have different thicknesses, they're going to be drying at different rates. That water needs to escape if you have not allowed it to fully dry. And when that water changes from a liquid suspended in the clay to a gas, those particles are moving faster and faster, trying to get out. If they expand too quickly, it will explode in your kiln. It's just science. The theory behind it, the why, is that the matter is leaving. It's great to know. Maybe it's a biological piece. Maybe you're thinking about why is my paper molding? Why am I seeing foxing on some of my pieces from not too long ago? Well, was your watercolor wrapped before it was fully dry? It feels dry to the touch, but maybe the water is still inside. I just recently did a series of grounds on watercolor paper. As the watercolor paper is absorbing some of that water, it will start to expand and shift and change. I let it dry, and then I can simply stack it, weight it, and let that paper take its shape. But I cannot keep it stacked up, painted on, because those microbes, the little organisms that are in the air, are on that paper, and they will grow and they will consume that cellulose in the presence of water, and you will see that foxing. You will see that little bit of mildew. I get it. Maybe the work microwave isn't your problem. It's not your job. But if Grody Gerda keeps exploding her fish, if you go to use that filthy microwave, that bacteria is reproducing in that warm, wet environment. It might be to your benefit to take some cleaner to it no matter what, because science is real. It's worth it to take your time, step back, figure out what's going on, because you've got this. Go art.